folks, what we got here is a 2021 Kia Telluride. Right, we're doing front brakes and rotors. Okay, the rotors we're using are from Duralast 7148TL, and using the Gold brake pads DG2215. Now, this customer had the brakes done last year, so the brake pads are fairly new. But the problem here is, when she steps on the brakes, it pulsates. Alright, so we're going to change the rotors, because that's where the problem is. Even though, to the naked eye, sometimes you look at the rotors, they look fine. It's the back, the part that you can't see, because you have the heat shield, and you got the caliper in the way, and you won't get a little peek of the rotor over here. I'm going to show you the problem from looking at the other side. There it is here. See, this is the part that you don't see. All right. See that? See the marks? There's a mark here. These are all heat marks. Okay? Heat stress marks. These are your problems. All right? That's from the hammer. Don't worry about that one. But these are your problems here. The front of the brake rotor looks fine. The back is the problem. So once it gets nice and hot, the brake pads grab this every time it comes around. It grabs it, and that's what gives you that little pulsing. So here's a little mark here, a little mark here. All right, there's a bunch of little heat marks all the way around. A couple little divots you can feel with your nail. Yep, that's why we're changing them. Brake pads and rotors, people, they go together. All right, let's go start it. See what we got to do. All right, 14 millimeter. Takes off the caliper bolts over here. There's one here, and one down here. Then you need a Phillips screwdriver to take the ones, these little ones here, that hold the rotor on. All right, so let's do that. Let's see if I set you up over here with a camera. All right, I can set you up this way. Let's get some gloves. Working, no sense working dirty. All right, 14 millimeter. Takes the caliper bolt off over here. Let's go and do that. I had already cleaned some of these parts already because I took it apart and I forgot that I have to film it. So it's already wire brushed and brake cleaned, and the bolts are just snugged on. All right, let's take this off. 14 millimeter. Bolts off to the side. Grab your caliper, slide it out a little bit. So now temporarily I'm going to put it up on top of the rotor, like that. Okay, on top of the rotor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, normally I would clean it, wire brush it, and then push the piston in. All right. So let's go and do that. Disconnect it from there. All right, so I already wire brushed it. I already started with brake cleaner. We are going to now push the piston in with the caliper tool. Right, here's the tool. Put it right here in the middle, just like that. I'm gonna push the caliper in. Nice and easy, easy peasy. All right, like I said, didn't have to go in too far because the brake pads are only a year old. You can't use old brake pads on new rotors. All right, you have to do the whole job all over again. So that old saying about you could pay me now or pay me later, unfortunately, this is what happened. She paid for the first brake job. They only did brake pads. Don't know how much they charged her, but it's usually the same amount that I would charge for brakes and rotors, because that's what they do. All right, so now we're just going to hang it up so you don't hurt the brake hose. Gonna hang it up right here on this little hanger I have over here. There it is. Up out of the way so you're not stressing on the brake hose. All right. The next thing is the bolts for the brake caliper, which is a 17 millimeter. Okay. At this point, you can either take the pads off on both sides and then just take the caliper bracket off, or you could just take the caliper bracket off with the pads. So I'm going to do it with the pads. So let's set you up. All right. Like I said, I already took this apart already. Just snapped it on. All right, take these bolts off. This whole assembly is going to come out. You can take the bolts all the way off if you want, otherwise just hang them in there. They're not going to go anywhere. Come on. There you go. Alright. Took the whole assembly out. I'm going to put it on the ground here for now. So, let's go take the rotor off. Alright. Let's move you towards the front. Here's the rotor part. Take your little impact screwdriver. Might have to hit it with a hammer with this tool. Take the screws out. Remember, we're changing the rotors, so don't have to worry about hurting the rotor. Once the screws are out, put them off to the side. Take a nice sledge. This is the open side where your caliper would be. That's the perfect side to hit it. 2 whacks and you're out. Take it off. There you go. All right. Put that down. What I'm going to do now is going to take a little wire brush. Clean up this whole hub area over here the best that you can. And then we'll get it ready. Prepare it for the rotor. Let's do it. Alright, so I wire brushed it. I want to do a little brake clean all the way around. I wire brushed the back by the wheel bearing too, because you never know when this dust is going to come back into your rotors. So, got my new rotor. I already cleaned it with brake cleaner to get all the factory oil out of it. I'm going to lift it up and we are going to install it without touching the surface right back on here. Alright, line up the 2 screws there. Let's put the screws, 2 screws back in. Let's see here. Whoops, try not to drop it. Getting it snug for now. I'll tighten it up after it's all together with the brakes on. So I'll hold it in place. Now I'm going to put it on, snug it in, and matter of fact, you know what? In case I forget, I'm going to hammer it in now. All right. In case you never used this before, it's an impact screwdriver. When you hold it in and you hit it, has that little impact in there. It gives a little bit of a shock. It's a lot stronger than turning it with your hand, but you can turn it with your hand. You'll be fine. All right, so let's go with the brake caliper bracket. Okay, let's point it down here. Show you what we did here. So I'll take the old brake pads off. All right, like I said, I already did it already. Let me see if I can show it to you a little better. Let's take you out. did a different type of filming here on this brake job to see if I could do it a little different, but you know what, I got to go back to the way I did it before. Not happy with the way this is coming out, but anyway. All right, let's take the brake pads out. What you can do is you could just knock them towards the center. There you go. Take the clips off because you're going to replace them. Okay? Always replace your hardware. Take the wire brush, clean the whole system, brackets and everything. Like I said, I already did it before. Nice. Soothe it with some brake cleaner. Okay? Let that dry. Your brake pads, your new ones, if you get the good ones, comes with hardware. So make sure you put the hardware on. Do you remember how they went on before? If you're not sure, replace one at a time. Alright, so we're gonna line this up. There's a little clip there. So that's right there in the middle. I usually push them in, and then you gotta use a little screwdriver just to push it flush. Excuse my arm there, people. Right here, I push it in, make sure that it's nice and flush, so it's flat against the bracket. Flip it this way, do the same thing on this side. Dun, 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 dun. This way, people. All right, one there. Make sure it's lined up. All right, so a little gap there. That's what you're gonna try to eliminate. You push it in, and it's flat. All right, just to make sure, get a little tap. At this point, we'll put the caliper back on, then put the brake pads on later, or it's right here. We're gonna do the brake pads now, people. Okay, remember which way it goes. These are the caliper screws. All right, these are the sliding pins. Make sure they slide. Okay, they should go in and out with ease. All right, give them a little turn, in and out with ease, and you know they're in good shape. All right. If they're binding, you gotta pop it all the way out. You might have to break some of these boots here. You have to buy a new boot kit, clean it, grease it, put it back. If they slide back and forth with ease, they're good. Look, it's a sealed unit. There's no water that gets in there. But as the years go by, you're gonna pull them out, look for some cracks. If it's got some cracks, then you're gonna have to change it. All right? Crack is not whack. All right. Let's go put your brake pads on. We'll put it on now. Right? The one with the sensor on this particular bottle goes in the back. So if this is the way it mounts on top of the rotor, we're gonna put these calipers right here with the brake pads. So I'm gonna set it up. All right, this one goes right in here like that. This one's gonna go in the exact same spot. Okay, right there, nice and even. Same thing here. I'll line it up here. Line it up here. Da, 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 da. All right. Then push it all the way through because I don't know what the thickness of the rotor is. So this is ready to go to mount on and then to be torqued. All right. So let's set you back up and we'll install it. All right. Let's do it. All right. Set you up. Put the caliper bracket back on with the bolts there. Line up nice and easy. Try not to scratch up your new rotor. Turn it around with my hand. up by hand first. That. I'm going to get my torque wrench, find out the torque specs, and let's torque this baby down. And we'll be back to continue. Let's do it. Alright, so we torqued the ones back. That's 80 foot-pounds. I'm going to squeeze the calipers in, put that in there. Let's get the caliper and let's lube it up. I'm going to release it from my hold. Put it down right here on top of the rotor and the caliper bracket. Need a little towel here. Alright, so what I do here is I use some slide glide. Alright, and I put it on the surfaces of the caliper piston and on the three little crowns here on the caliper. I do not douse it all over the brake pad because the brake pad runs across. When you put grease on it, the grease sits right here. That doesn't even touch the main items. So that just attracts grease and dirt in the long run. Alright, so I just do the three standing pieces here, which I call the crown. Then I put some around the pistons here. That's the part that contacts the pads. And we are good to go. Alright. A lot of people use all kinds of anti-seize and all this stuff. Listen, the more you put on there, the more dirt accumulates on it, the more problems you're going to have in the long run. Alright, so now we did that. Let's put this back together, people. Make sure when you flip it over that you don't ruin the brake hose or get the brake hose tangled up, because it should fall right in and flow easy. There you go. Just gotta push these little sliding pins in, line it up. Should go in like butter. Okay, you put your bolts on. Doesn't matter which one, top or bottom. These are 14 millimeters. And we're going to torque these to 25 foot-pounds. If you need to, you can put a wrench on the inside where the nuts are to hold them, but the majority of the time you do not, because once they contact the caliper, they pretty much hold right there. All right, so I'm going to tighten it down by hand. Go a little bit with my ratchet. Gotta get a smaller torque wrench. I like to use my 3/8 one when I use my 3/8 sockets. Alright, so I'm going to torque that 25 foot-pounds. Make sure that it slides. Right, because it's called a sliding caliper. Alright, that's it. We're done, people. There's your brake pads and rotors on a Kia. Alright. Another job well done. Now we have to go break it in, and we'll be fine. Alright. Thanks for watching, folks.